How to make a works cited page for your paper. 2019, James Couture. A works cited page allows your readers to both check your sources and to use your research to lead the reader to sources they can use in their own work. 5 elements of any citation: name of author, title of web page, book or work, publisher or website, place of publication, date. Exceptions: if there is no author, leave the author blank. If there is no date on the website you are using, provide the date you access the page. When making citations, I use ZoteroBib. It's the least ad-spammed one. Citation Machine and EasyBib also work. You'll see at the top of the page there's a box there that says Enter URL ISBN. You can just cut and paste the URL from a website into there, and then click that blue citation button, and it will create a citation automatically. The problem with that is it's not always accurate depending on how the website is set up. So I would strongly suggest instead using that manual entry button that you see just below it. The next button you'll see is below the bibliography title there, and it says Chicago Manual of Style in blue right now. And you can see 2 citations I've already created there. You can change those citations to APA or MLA by just using that blue pull-down menu and changing to a different format. But basically, anything you enter can be easily reformatted into any type of citation you want, the ones they have available. This is the manual entry page that you get when you click the button that you saw previously. And you can see at the top the item type at present is selected for web page. And you can see the little arrow on the right showing that this is a pull-down menu. And you can change that to any format you'd like in terms of, and they have a lot of different kinds of resources that you could actually cite. As you can see, I've entered all the data from a website onto the various boxes, or into the various boxes that are necessary. So there's a title for the page, I grab the author's name, I grab the website title, the date, and the URL. Then you just copy and paste those from the website into those boxes. And then at the top right, you can see a button that says Done. And when you have all your stuff entered, just click Done, and that will create your citation. This is the website I grabbed all that data from, and you can see BBC and the title of the page and the author name and all the date and all that other stuff. So it's just a question of copy and paste from the website you're citing. One tricky thing you might run into is when a page doesn't have an author, like Wikipedia, for example. So in that case, you just leave the author blank. If there's no date on the page, and Wikipedia pages do have a date, it's at the very bottom of the page, and it says date last changed, and that's the date you'd used. But say there were no date here. For that, you would just enter your date that you looked at the page into date accessed. So here you can see what I'm talking about. Because there's no name here, I just leave the last name and first name things blank. You can also see I've left the date blank because theoretically there was no date on that page, and instead I've used a date that I actually accessed the page, date access down there, and that will create a proper citation. At the bottom of this page, you can see the citations that were generated, and you just grab those one at a time and copy them into your actual paper at the bottom in a works cited entry. At the end of this fake paper I have here, you can see that I have the paper there ended at the top, and then at the bottom, or on the last page, you have Works Cited, and then you put all of the entries that you got out of ZoteroBib in alphabetical order with a little hanging indent, copy them in there, and you are done. You have a Works Cited page appended to the end of your paper. That's really all you need to do. It's pretty simple.